Hey everyone, it's Darcy here with Android Authority, reporting live from CES 2015. Now I have the pleasure of meeting with Chris Walker, who's General Manager of Tablets at Intel, and today we're going to ask him some tough questions. No, just joking, and just to get a sense of the general landscape.
Thanks for taking the time with us.
What are we looking at from Intel in 2015? We're really excited to know.
In 2015, we're building on a big step up in the market that we made in 2014, both on volume and in our partnerships. So as we grow in 15, I think you're going to see us evolve the way we think the Android and the tablet market is evolving to a lot more new usages, new specialization of devices to meet how people are integrating tablets in their life beyond the media consumption of the past. And so we've got some different devices here, but they're all marked by an underlying thing of using our Atom processor, being really fast for that kind of browsing and media experience you want, but now starting to focus on, you see some great new innovations in form factor, in usages, and quality levels at some really, really attractive price points.
Very nice, yeah. I mean, so I'm just curious to know what Intel is doing from a developer standpoint, because in the past there's been a couple of criticisms with regards to battery life, in some cases with graphically intensive games, some of the performance hiccups. Like, what are you doing to kind of cultivate a following enough to achieve critical mass so that everything is optimized for all Intel reference designs?
Well, as an example, in terms of critical mass, we took a very big goal in 2014 in terms of growing our volume. A lot of that was with Android, and if you look at I can only through Q3 through third-party reporting, we became the #1 merchant supplier of processors and tablets. So our step function of volume happened in 14. And now we're growing with the market in usages and bringing that quality level. So I'll give you a couple examples. One is this Trexor device that was released in Europe, and this is one of the first devices that came through our Intel reference device program with Android. So this is 120 euros, which is a very about 120 US dollars once you figure VAT, etc.
Exactly, yeah.
But so. Really nice build quality. You can feel how solid it is. Now, that was released in November, and within 2 weeks of Google releasing Lollipop, that device was upgraded to the user over the air. Mm-hmm. So that's us keeping pace and partnering with Google and OEM device makers to bring that always fresh Android experience to the user. The other end of the spectrum is what we did with Dell in the Venue 8. This is the world's thinnest tablet at 6 millimeter, beautiful bright edge screen, and that's got the again great performance, all-day battery life, Android device. But then we did this is one of the first implementations of our RealSense. In this case, it's got a 3D snapshot camera. So when you take a picture, it captures the whole field of depth and allows you to do things like apply filters at any part of the image right on the tablet, right? You can go share that immediately. You're not having to go out into another post-processing on something else.
Yeah. So looking towards 2015, it seems like we almost have kind of a convergence in the sense that users are expecting the level of performance that they've had with their x86 PCs or Macs for a long time, and now the performance on our mobile devices is getting just better and better. So in terms of 64-bit and where we're going in, can you just elaborate a little bit on what Intel has in store?
As things grow in both screen size and usage, we think people will be able to utilize our 64-bit performance, the optimizations that we're doing, working with ISVs. So we continue to grow on that, but then bring new usages to the device, like things like the RealSense camera, like our context sensors, to be able to take the hard things of light, acceleration, things like that, combine it and allow software vendors to take in soft context like my calendar, things like that. So now if I'm playing one of those new rich games, it knows that I'm outside, don't push in-app buys to me because it knows the context of which I'm playing, or don't give me my in-game alerts because I'm in a meeting, or I'm a student, I'm in class.
I understand. Do you feel as though the current trajectory being more of a company that is completely interdependent of all the engineering and manufacturing and working with your partners, is it enough to be a competitive technological differentiator in the future versus a more of an open, company like ARM?
Well, first I'd say that as an integrated device manufacturer, when we take that SoC and platform approach, it's across hardware, software. Our silicon designers can sit with our technology, the people developing the process technology to optimize that together. We think that gives us a real advantage in the market as we continue to push with Moore's Law. The other thing is, in terms of openness, is we embrace, and our platform runs both Android, or if the OEM wants, they can image Windows on the same piece of hardware to help their flexibility on how they build and deliver whichever ecosystem their customers want. And I'd say third is, we've got a long history of being port of choice and working with ISVs across Windows, Android, Linux, and things like I said about the Unity partnership, things that we see in commercial Android tablets. People are able to target and take advantage of our developer tools, our rich software developer programs and support to bring their applications to life in our partners' hardware. So, and we have APIs for things like our context sensors. So, I think we're in a great position to leverage the rich history we've got of openness and broad ecosystem support, both hardware and software, to develop better and better Android usages.
That was a really good response. Everyone knows that Intel makes some of the finest processors in the world, and we're really excited to see what's coming in terms of a lot of the convertibles. It's never been a better time to be a fan of technology, and we know you guys are a big part of it. So I want to say a huge thanks for your time.
Thank you for spending the time with us, and on behalf of all the engineers at Intel and the factory people, I want to thank your audience for spending the time with us, hearing what we've got to do, and we've got a lot of neat things coming in 15.
Should we go to IDF this year, you think?
You should absolutely be at IDF this year.
Okay. Well, it's Darcy from Android Authority at CES 2015 with Intel. Thank you very much, guys. Stay tuned for more great coverage.